It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. She works. Tread carefully in Molag Bal's realm. After Lyris took my place, the god of scheme, we are connected. It will be a far greater danger.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the Foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage. I'll do my best. Lead on. Lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore.
Back to work!
This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa, is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already ours! Abandon your pathetic...
Why is this happening?
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gjaldr, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You're always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here. Careful. Keep your head down.
Get all the pieces.
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes a run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. Excellent. I'm ready.
She's all alone. All alone.
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure as bones it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. I almost feel like myself. Couldn't be. Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
Torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! The quicker we find... Something's wrong. So the doubt, the fear, the loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. Of all my fears, I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. You did it! Disconnected. Now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. Yes, Prophet, I'm fine.
Lyris, child.
The vestige freed my
Are you
mind
all right?
from the Daedra's
Thank
control.
the divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Mannimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Menimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Menimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige. There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak. You are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely. Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige. Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Vokelgard. Fear is on the lips of the people, darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menemarko. If it is truly an agent of Menemarko's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents. Venture to Vokelgard, speak to the fisher, Media, and the jungler Dirinor. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard the troubles lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
It's a fine day, isn't it? The fish are biting and the water is soothing. This one thinks you're a bit strange, hmm? Kidding. I am thinking I did see an Imperial man lurking around by the lighthouse. Very generous. The Imperial is very sneaky, but this one saw him slip inside the lighthouse with another man. Very thin.
I hope you're not expecting a performance. Funny you should ask. Take it easy. It was just a joke.
Excuse me, please. I have a message for you.
How dare you trespass here?
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident? Well, out with it. I don't have all day. Your disguise is terrible, by the way. You look like a character from a bad adventure novel. Are they? I didn't think that Redguard Has-Been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Never fear. Sai Sahan is safely locked away. Even if they were to discover his location, attempting a rescue would be suicidal. Of course I do. But I'm not in the habit of revealing vital secrets to insipid lackeys. Now be gone. And if you contact me again without good reason, I shall contact your cell commander and have you properly thrashed for your ineptitude.
You've returned. What have you found? Abner Tharn showed.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need... I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn. Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the Five Companions? I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself, a Red Guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manimarco. Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady. Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them. Maybe. But what could we offer him? I heard you in the... Didn't the Prophet tell you? I know it's a lot to take in.
The fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harborage. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence. We have an unexpected guest, Vestige. My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai-Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abner Than. He admits that he knows Sai-Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency. Menimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai-Sahan. Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price. If Menimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Than, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum. Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear. Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai-Sahan's location in return. You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai-Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
Than is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai-Sahan, we must do this. Go with the Vestige, Lyris. Rescue Than. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of Soulshriven outside Menimarco's castle. As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes. You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of Soulshriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around. Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
From me. I don't have anything for you. Go away, I'll call the guards. They'll probably take me too. Just go! Leave me.
Want to buy something? Famazar has rocks, and dirt, and bones. It is hard to be a merchant in the wretched squalor. Feed first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry, though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
Intruders!
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department? Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree? Tiberius Garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons. I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
That might be our best chance to get inside.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers. This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam. Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside. Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game? Onward! Ha-ha! High steps. worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea. A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far. I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises. Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me.
No, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
I'm trying to work here.
None. The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Mannimarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
And if you don't help me, I'll make sure you're sewn up right alongside him. Now shut up!
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move.
Oh good, another projection of Tharn. Maybe if we ignore him, he'll go away.
My projection.
Not the most glamorous task, is it? I can't imagine how the worms get used to this. I'm not going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. Freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad.
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book. make a necromancer of you yet. You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit. Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can. So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection. And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower. A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes, and to replace him. The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself. I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Oh, infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting! straight to the price. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Mannimarco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council? His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Thar? Your suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all. Because Mannimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk. First things first, we need to get out of here alive. We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring-do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt. Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise. Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise? Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward! Into the chute, come on!
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life. It's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods, Mannimarco will pay dearly for this. Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Mannimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him. Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Menimarco's toady.
Please. Menimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige. You are angry. It is to be expected. I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius. In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine, and mine alone. You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance. We must find Sai-Sahan. Everything depends on that. In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Menimarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
Thawne wants to speak to you. Go to the Volkilgard Mages Guild. Quick! Quick!
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while. I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information. By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen? Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan. In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location. He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minimarco keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grahtwood, in the ruins of Wormroot Depths. We must travel there and search for clues. Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grahtwood. I'll meet you inside. If I can endure Titan...
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
It's about time. Let's get started.
king of worms?
I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sai Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle, to be sure, but where is he being kept?
Chim El Adabar, the Amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the Soul Burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and Oblivion. I must recover it before some fool remains present.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai Sahan before he can be broken.
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the Halls of Torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last, Sai Sahan has been... Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the Halls of Torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread. It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time. Of course I can.
Stop, citizen.
Sure.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige? At last! Where can he be found? Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the halls of... I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current. But I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived. When Tarn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to the... Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue Sai Sahan.
Cork in it, Tharn. Sai's my friend. Probably the best friend I have. If the Vestige is going, I'm going too.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? Is it your superior knowledge of Cold Harbor? Your expertise in dealing with Daedric entities? Or is it simply the unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth?
This cave is quite lovely, but have you seen the nightmarish landscape outside? How do you people keep your sanity? I believe I'll just remain indoors. Do let me know if I'm needed for anything heroic, won't you?
The time has come for another Lyris.
You look perplexed. What inscrutable riddles is Varen spouting now? Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours. But I recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge of the Daedra, and don't forget, I'm the mage.
What's wrong? What did Varen say? Then your choice is clear. I've known Sai Sahan longer than anyone. I should be the one to go. It's your decision. Just know that I'd give my life for you or for Sai. Would Tharn do the same? Thank you.
Go with Lyris. Save Sai Sahan from the halls of torment.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
That's Tharn's voice. What is he doing here?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? Tell me or I'll gut you like a fish. Slice them to ribbons!
How touching. Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Sai was right.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the halls of torment. Let's make them feel welcome, shall we?
and always have the opportunity to free himself. All he needs to do is reveal the location of the Amulet of Kings, and you can all be on your merry way.
Enjoy your visit. You'll never leave the halls of torment alive.
Just tell me where the amulet is and we can be together forever, Sai. Isn't that what we both want?
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Sai, my love, where is the amulet? If you tell me, this will all be over, and we can finally be together.
Intruders! They're after the amulet.
Don't worry, my love. My sisters will be on.
She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them, quickly! Why does she look like me? They pulled these thoughts from Sai's head? I don't understand.
I'll protect you, my love.
Like this between Sai and me.
Nothing can hurt you, Sai. Unless you want me to hurt you.
Put aside! This can't be real. It's not like this between Sai and me.
I'll deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Vestige, hold a moment. When I get my hands on Menomarco, I'm gonna slice that traitor stem to sternum and wash my hands in his body cavity! How should I know? Sai and I are friends. Good friends, nothing more. What? No! Our friendship is based on honor and loyalty, not foolish games of love. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. This is just so unexpected. Confusing. I'll show her anguish when I bury my axe in her skull. Let's keep moving. And listen, don't mention this whole thing to anyone. I need some time to figure out what it means.
We don't get many visitors in the halls of torment, but there's always room for a few more permanent residents. Such tenacity, such ambition, such bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines. Fools! Time is meaningless in the halls of torment. Whether it takes a day or 1,000 years, Sai Sahan will be broken.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years? Or 2,000 years? I can no longer tell. But I will never break. Never.
Failed, Sai.
Who dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear out your heart and make you feast upon it. What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai is in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
Do not know you. Why are you here? Who sent you? The Emperor? He lives? This day is filled with wonders. They tortured me for many months. Years, perhaps. But I did not break my vow. The amulet is hidden and safe. My strength is returning. Lead on.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly. Sai Sahan lives. You've outdone yourself, Vestige. The minds of some men can endure hardships far greater than anything that Daedra can concoct. The forces of loyalty, honor, and friendship are powerful indeed. We must recover the Amulet of Kings, but only when Sai Sahan has had time to recover. He is a man of great strength, but he will still need to rest after such an ordeal. Sai locked the amulet away in the ruins of San Kotor and entrusted the key to one of his close associates. But he can tell you himself. Speak with him. He's eager to meet his liberator. I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward.
I owe you my life. My lord calls you Vestige. Strange name. Is it true your soul was taken from you? Stranger still. My people say that bravery and honor are the hallmarks of a great soul. Yet you have both of those things in great measure. I had begun to think that honor was a relic of the past. You give me hope. I cannot say. Physically, I am unharmed. But mentally, I feel a darkness in my heart. A weight on my soul. I do not know how long this emptiness will remain. I hid the amulet in a sacred catacomb protected by magical wards. The means of lifting these wards are in the keeping of my old mentor, Kasura. As soon as I am able, we must meet with her. I will try to rest, but I am a warrior. We cannot sit still for very long. And I should certainly bathe before we meet with Kasura. I am unpleasantly fragrant. If she happened to be downwind of me, well, I would never hear the end of it. The path ahead of us is a dark one, but it pleases me to know that I shall walk it.
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk. It is time, Vestige. Sai Sahan.
I understand you visited the Halls of Torment. Marvelous place, marvelous. I'm not a fan of the tortured screaming, but otherwise it's quite lovely.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. My Lord Varen requested that Tharn and Snow Lily join us, for safety's sake. Though I have seen fewer places as tranquil as the Valley of Blades. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber where the Amulet of Kings lies hidden.
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? Oh, we may be in for a treat if Kasura is teaching the firewalk. I cannot... it is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind. Each one bringing its own sorrow, or its... What is this? The Abbey burns! Quickly, we must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
Kasura!
Sai Sahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students
are you injured?
have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
No. Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap.
In the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies! Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey! Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Titan returns!
Ah, Sai Sahan and company at last.
My pet has been waiting for you.
Skyward, here it comes.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai-Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Well fought. Sai-Sahan travels with worthy companions. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more... Indeed. Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners. I can feel the... Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. The Vard Hunding, son of Frandar do Hunding, Helhansé no Shira, the greatest of the Sword Saints. The hearth of every household in Hammerfell has a small alcove containing a copy of his father's greatest work, the Book of Circles. Ra'aba was a warrior of great renown. He fought alongside Frendar Hunding in the 7 great battles against the armies of Hira, and survived. The final battle at Hatu Mountain, more than 300,000 gave their lives. The twins of Sword and Spear, Rahasa and Rahuzar, and their mother, Ansé Satame, the Tigress of Dragonstar. Ansé Kalan, master of polearms, and his daughter, Ra'adia, they swept through these mountain passes like a tempest, driving out the bandit tribes that had harassed our people for 2 decades. It seems fitting that the Ring of Stendarr's mercy lies with by the sword of my father, Nazir Ataf-Sahan. I pledge myself to the destruction of Mannimarco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molag Bal.
The ring is yours.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Mannimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan, and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan's a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Rest in peace, honor dead.
Souls of my ancestors, I will avenge Mannimarco's blasphemy!
The ring is ours for the time being. Guard it well. You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancre-Tor. Lyris, Abner, and I will remain here to help Kasura bury the dead and tend to the injured. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return. There it is, the top of the stairs. Go, quickly!
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward to your return.
The Abbey of Blades will rise from these ashes. If I survive the dark path we must walk,
in my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the Worm Cult and with the undead Unsay abominations. Your mission was successful, was it not? I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Sai-Sahan and the others will need time to aid Kasura. I will contact you when they return and we will begin the journey to Sancre-Tor. vestige. Meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris. Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself? It was a holy city in the First Era. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of...
So, we're to stumble blindly into the catacombs beneath a crumbling ruin abandoned for an age. Lovely. That bearded idiot swordmaster will lead us straight into a trap, no doubt.
I'm worried about Sai. First the Halls of Torment, then the destruction of the Valley of Blades. A lesser man would have already crumbled.
Time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancre-Tor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. Ages past, Sancre-Tor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything. I have been through much. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancre-Tor. The catacombs contain 2...
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
Brings you to Sancre-Tor, old friends. Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Mana Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it!
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Menomarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menomarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Wandering into a crypt when a necromancer is about? Your curiosity will be your undoing. Rise up, fallen heroes! Kill the intruders!
Are we done here?
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Mannimarco.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again. Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry. Me? I'll chase Mannimarco to the furthest corners of Oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you. We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today's not that day.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Mannimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Mannimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Mannimarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. I will make it through this, my friend. We must cut. shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard. We must consecrate the shrine.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Starting to annoy me.
Kill them!
Consecrations. Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home
You mean
to
a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine. Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
There it is. The door to... Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
You are nothing. I am Manimarco.
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minion, arise! Obey me!
I will hold him at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
I am tired of these games. Death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
We're finished here. It's time to go home.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours. Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Sai-Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all— I've not forgotten, Vestige. Is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige.
Sancretor? never been there, but I understand it's where the Riemann dynasty is entombed. Why don't people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping up from their graves. Cremation, I say.
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations.
They're having an important meeting and asked if I give them some privacy. I mean, do you believe it? Where's the trust? Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
Don't look at me. Varen called this meeting. Apparently he's got something to share. I, for one, am all aquiver with anticipation.
Be welcome, my friend. I would have words with you, but my lord seeks your attention first.
You've returned. We have a lot to discuss, but Lord Baron is anxious to speak with you first.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Mannimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molag Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it. behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Mannimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Sai-Sahan will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. It is you. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King, Mannimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong. But destiny required. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth, and loyalty, and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages. What? No! Can you imagine it? Lyris Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really. Lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. One last thing. You like mead? I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller. I suppose it is, but that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any, with the amulet in our possession. The ritual we only if we calling upon. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the five will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the Vestige arrived, and I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to Oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust...
So, going toe-to-toe with the big bad then, are you? Smashing. Good luck to you. This whole plane meld thing seems like a nasty business. I prefer my Cold Harbor with a bit less Tamriel in it, thank you very much.
Good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you... Greetings. I am Von... Yes.
Traveler, a moment, please.
Seems like just moments ago we were in... Certain job for Cariel?
No way. Do it
What?
yourself.
Why?
Thrush is a homicidal maniac, and Copper Daria, let's just say I'm not her favorite person.
Why is Copper Daria displeased with Cariel?
I may have collapsed a building on top of her. Accidentally.
Ah, yes. This one forgot about that. Very well. Roz will take care of it. And he will send Copper Daria your warmest regards.
Apologies for my lateness.
Damn it, Raz. Not so close.
Thank you for coming. That's all. Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Queen Irene's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
So Queen Irene sends her personal champion into the stronghold of her greatest enemy. Either she has a lot of faith in you, or she's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak. Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about... Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you... That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yora...
Tell Carrie
That went well.
I hope to drop in for a visit very soon. From an upper story. She'll know what I mean.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm going to mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the Armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions?
Honored Skald King,
You
I am here with the
silence
personal
the
champion of
lap.
Queen
Master
Irene.
Galerion, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king. Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me. To fear death is to fear life. I am Nora. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want? Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me? Where the All Flags Army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparation. We have All three leaders have individually... Everything's... Then?
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Two kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Third. Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Talk won't get us anywhere. Action.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons! Haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit.
But please, don't distract me.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
Once we get to Cold Harbor, it will be open season and...
Get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
Security couldn't be tighter. This should go off without a hitch.
High King Emeric of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my Lion Guard.
This is an interest.
Save your breath. But what about the wolves? How dare you?
This queen of yours is... That's more than I'm getting from them. I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery. Arcay's Beard, you're a bold one. But you may be right.
With our combined strength, we might have a chance, but our distrust runs too deep. I fear we'll never reach an accord. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. An excellent point.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Caldian!
Protect the leader. Defeat Molag Bal's minions. Close the unstable ranks.
Curse that monk.
This is all they send to...
that Morlock...
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. Yes, at the Iliad Well, at the center. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we... Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into...
Hello, what's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Welcome. I have the honor. Am I? Did I? I don't remember.
Very few would dare to enter. It could be. There is no safer place. Watch